Grandpa said the day I was born. He was at the Sicilian estate, cursing his 4 sons for a full hour.
20 grandsons, no girls, you're getting worse by the day! Godfather, it's a girl! The madam gave birth to a daughter!
Grandpa's cane hit the floor, his eyes went red, didn't even grab his coat, ordered 10 armed choppers to seal off the hospital. From that day, one rule ruled the Romanos. Whoever makes her cry gets buried with their whole family. But I never wanted to hide behind my brothers forever. I didn't want to be known as just the Romano girl. So at 16 I ditched my identity, the bodyguards, the armored car, enrolled as a scholarship student to LA's top private high school. I wanted to see who I really was without the family's halo. A deafening roar swept in from the distance, growing closer, drowning out every voice. I followed the crowd and looked out. All the students were standing by the window, with blank expressions on their faces. 30 black armored Cadillacs smashed through the school gate. The iron door flew like paper. Tires screeched. White smoke billowed. 3 armed helicopters bearing the Romano trep circled low above the teaching block. Rotors whipped up a storm. Dust and debris rained across the playground. Car doors opened in unison. Over 100 black-suited bodyguards poured out. No panic. Like clockwork, they sealed every exit in seconds. Within a minute, the teaching block, playground, parking lot, and main gate were locked down. No one could leave.
Military operation?
No. Private security.
It must be some big shot visiting, nothing to do with us.
But as he said it, his voice lost its edge, and his hand gripping the desk started shaking. I looked out the window, said nothing. Heavy footsteps echoed down the corridor, getting closer. The entire floor went dead silent, even the classrooms next door. Everyone held their breath, stared at the door. The next second, the solid wooden door exploded inward. Splinters flew everywhere. A tall figure stood silhouetted in the doorway. My 4th brother, Dante. He wore a sharp black suit, but his tie was loose and his cuffs were wrinkled from rushing. I had never seen him appear like this. He must have dropped everything the moment he got the news. Rushed straight here. Dante ignored everyone, didn't even glance at Charlie or Blondie, walked straight to me. His eyes landed on the severed strands of hair on my shoulder. I watched his calm gaze turn ice cold.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Video, audio, timeline, all organized. The evidence is in there. Dante took the phone, didn't speak. Charlie cutting my hair, Blondie's taunts. Fourth brother returned to the phone after locking the screen.
Well done.
My dad's on his way. Don't make a scene. This is a school.
Dante didn't bother replying, pulled out his phone. Dealed, said one sentence.
5 minutes. Every school board member, the principal, and today's head of security, standing in front of me.
He hung up. The classroom went deathly silent. In a moment, more screeching brakes, black sedans pulling into campus, more people rushing toward the teaching. The principal stumbled out of the Adam building. Board members jogged behind. Even the cocky security guards stood outside the cordon, heads bowed. And just when everyone thought it was over, I heard a more urgent engine roar from below. A convoy with government plates sped into the campus. All black-suited bodyguards cleared a path. Dante glanced out the window. The corner of his mouth curled into a faint, cold smile.
Looks like everyone's here.
Charlie and Blondie struggled hard, but got dragged across the field.
Hair grows back. Bullies don't get a second chance.
All waiting to see how this would play out. Teachers and staff who'd been strutting now stood silent, heads down. No one spoke for Charlie. You could hear every breath. A black limo screeched to a stop. Gray-haired man in an expensive suit stepped out. He didn't look at his son, walked straight to us, eyes burning. Before I could who he was, my earpiece buzzed.
Old Duncan, Silicon Valley money, school board. He started from nothing. Company nearly went under. Married off all 12 daughters to the richest families for money and connections. That's how he built his empire.
I looked at him. Now I saw why his eyes had zero warmth.
To him, everyone was just an asset. Even his own kids.
Dante said nothing, didn't even bother to look at them. That calm silence finally broke old Duncan.
Last chance. Kneel, apologize, or no one saves you today.
A black private helicopter broke through the clouds. A giant gold CR emblem blazed in the sun. It didn't slow, flew straight toward the field.
The chopper touched down right between both sides. The entire field fell completely silent. Cabin door slid open. Polished leather shoes hit the ground first.
A tall man stepped out, pulled off his sunglasses. Gasps erupted the moment he appeared.
Oh my god.
That's Chris! Oscar winner Chris Romano!
Wasn't he prepping for his world tour?
How is he here?
The 12 socialites' arrogance vanished in an instant. He my third brother, Chris. Entertainment's brightest legend. Idol to millions. The man they'd once dreamed of meeting. They straightened their clothes, put on eager smiles, moved toward him as one, hoping for a word, a glance.
Chris, take a photo with me. I don't even know this fat loser brother.
But Chris walked right past them, like they weren't there. His eyes never left me, not once. He walked up, ruffled my hair, looked at the damaged ends. His smile faded.
Does it hurt?
I shook my head.
But it hurts me.
All warmth gone from his face. Dozens of armored vehicles surged into campus like a steel tide. Fully armed SWAT teams locked down the area. Red laser dots covered the entire field. The cheers died instantly. He held up a red direct line phone, stamped with the government seal. Turned on speaker. Announced loudly.
Governor, these people are threatening me and my family. I request immediate National Guard deployment to take control.
Sirens closed in. Armored vehicles boxed us in. Hundreds of SWAT aimed at my brothers. The fair-weather crowd switched back to Duncan. They'd already called the ending.
Your men go to prison. You kneel and be my son's dog.
A black command vehicle stopped. The governor stepped out with the police chief.
Whoever causes his trouble on my turf or lays a hand on Duncan is an enemy of the entire California government.
Everyone waited for me to crumble. I smoothed my sleeve, stepped forward, nodded to the governor, spoke calm. Governor, before you give any order, I suggest you confirm who you're dealing with.
Then his gaze locked on the man beside me, head down, quietly reading classified documents. The man slowly raised his head, adjusted his rimless glasses, revealed a face cold as ice.
At some point, a black car with no plates had joined the convoy. I almost smiled. My second brother, Alexander, had finally arrived.
Governor Michael, you want to treat my sister like a dog?
Give the order! Open fire! You have no idea who you're messing with.
The governor was practically shouting, telling everyone the Romanos held America's real power, and he was nothing. First time I'd ever seen a governor that terrified. Then, under the whole school's stunned gaze, he dropped to his knees before Alexander, kissed the obscene ring on his hand, and begged for forgiveness.
Said if he'd known I studied here, he'd have mobilized the entire California police force to protect me.
Duncan sat slumped on the ground, clutching his bloody mouth. His 12 daughters and their husbands knelt one by one. No one dared look at me.
Arya, he cut your hair. How do you want to settle it?
All eyes on me. Charlie apologizes publicly. The Duncans leave the board. That's enough.
Alexander nodded without hesitation. Bodyguards had Charlie and Blondie pinned to the field, electric clippers ready.
Forget it. Hair always grows back.
They put clippers away. Charlie looked worse than if he'd been beaten.
They were tossed out the gate. Dante didn't even glance, just turned to the kneeling governor.
By tonight, the Duncans go bankrupt. Or your resignation lands on the governor's desk tomorrow.
The governor nearly bled his forehead. Promised to handle it, called the treasury, courts, banks on the spot.
I knew the Duncans were finished. Bankruptcies was just a matter of time. Back at the estate, the butler had already told Grandpa everything. I walked in and heard Dante tell Chris.
Good thing Ares doesn't know.
The 8K hologram lit up. Grandpa sat on his golden throne. His cane slammed the floor. A wine glass shattered.
Good thing Ares doesn't know. 20 men can't protect one schoolgirl. How can I trust you with Arya?
None of them looked up. All knelt.
Ares to the 20th basement. 20 lashes each. Skip one, get out of the family.
Grandpapa, don't punish them. I didn't tell them. They already got revenge for me. His anger vanished. The tyrant turned into a grinning old man.
Fine, fine. Grandpa listens. No beating. As long as my little princess is happy.
How about I send an armored division to take you to school tomorrow?
I shook my head. Took forever to talk him out of it. My brothers exhaled together. I knew. I was the only one who could ever change Grandpa's mind. Call ended. I walked to the mirror, looked at myself, smiled. I was the luckiest girl in the world. Grandpa and 20 brothers kept me safe. But safety is a wall. Cozy inside, but it made me crave what was outside. Then my phone lit up. A text from an unknown number.
Ride tonight? Harley, usual spot. Your bad boy Tommy.
For the first time, I got on a motorcycle with no bulletproof glass. Engine roaring. I found out later, they weren't random rich guys. They were my 18th and 19th brothers. That night, they were just out test driving, bored.
No one in LA's underground scene was worth his full throttle. Better to go home and binge a show with me.
Then Tommy's beat-up Harley shot out from behind a truck and tried to overtake them. 18th was about to roll down his window and curse the idiot. But as they passed side by side, the streetlight hit my face. Froze. He froze. The gun on almost slipped from his hand. 19th slammed the brakes. Tires sparked across the asphalt. He leaned out the window, staring at the Harley's back seat. Shock turned to rage, because they saw me holding onto some grease punk on a junk bike. For a second, they thought they were hallucinating. 18th stared until the Harley vanished around the corner. His hand reached for the door handle. Then he saw me look back. Calm, no distress signal. He paused, pulled his hand back.
Arya didn't use her watch. She's doing this willingly. We can't decide for her, but we can watch.
Little sister's dating. A street punk. Level 1 alert. Notify Alexander. Notify Dante. Full assembly.
In that moment, 20 family wristwatches across the world blazed with the same red alert, and I knew nothing of this. I was still behind Tommy, thinking I'd stolen one day from being a rich heiress, not knowing the Romano had gone into combat mode because of me. I was standing on the curb. Tommy handed me fried chicken. Before I could bite, my phone rang. Dante. Studying at a friend's.
Want a race? I'll buy you a Ferrari fleet. Want a tank? Done. Right now, stay away from that punk on the junk bike.
I tried to speak. He cut me off.
High school dropped, steals bike parts, sells fake booze, not fit to shine your shoes.
A crash. He'd smashed the conference table. Realizing I was already At first, I was just another student. Sorry. Bought by the Romano family 30 seconds ago. Closed indefinitely. Tommy froze for a second, then grabbed me and ran. Second hotel. Gate down. Sign. Acquired by Romano family. Closed indefinitely. Gritting his teeth, he took me to a 5-star. The receptionist smiled, returned his card. Sir, the entire building was acquired 10 minutes ago. No guests tonight. He still wouldn't quit. A drap hostel in an alley. The owner chased him out with a bat.
Get lost. The payout from the conglomerate is worth more than this dump.
I couldn't help it. I smiled. I knew exactly who was behind this. My brothers hadn't said a word, yet made sure not a single room in LA was left for Tommy. Classic Dante. Tommy was losing it. Grabbed some tattooed guys, demanded who was targeting him. No one answered.
No rooms? Fine. I'll take you to Cerberus Bar. My turf. No one dares kick us out there.
Evan stood alone in the doorway, smoke gray suit billowing, gold-rimmed glasses flashing under the suburb, his eyes hidden. Evan steps over the broken glass and walks toward me.
Get your filthy hands off her.
I cried out, "Evan!" The gang leader sneered, crushed his cigarette. A dozen thugs with bats and chains surrounded us. Evan pulls me behind him, sidesteps a swing, and drives his elbow into the attacker's ribs. The man crashes through a table. Two attack from both sides. He blocks one, but the other connects with his ribs. He stumbles back, blood seeping through his suit. Three bats hit his shoulders and head at once. He drops to his knees, glass cutting through his trousers. Evan!
Stay back!
He stands again, dodges a chain, lands 2 hits, takes another blow to the back, and forces himself up once more. Evan wrapped his arms around my head, pressed me into his chest, took the beating on his back. I heard every thud, felt every tremor. He bit his lips silent, but blood dripped from his chin onto my scalp, burning like fire. A chain loops around his neck, dragging him back. Kicks rain down on his body. He curls tighter around me. His knees hit the floor again, couldn't get up. Hands braced, trying to push. A chain whipped his knuckles. His fingers gave. He collapsed face first into glass and liquor. Cheek on the floor, breathing ragged. The boss plants his foot on Evan's head. Evan's fingers scrape the floor, blood foaming at his lips, but his arm stays locked around me. Screamed, a shriek that hurt my own ears. All my rebellion burned to ash. I spotted a half-empty whiskey bottle, grabbed the broken neck, swung at the leader's shin. Glass shattered. Liquor splashed. Shards pierced his skin. He ranged, pulled his foot back.
Dante, little sister at the underground bar. I got jumped.
Helicopter blames tore through the air above. Dust rained from the ceiling. The gang leader froze. His knife clattered to the floor. Something slammed the metal shelter. Once, twice. Third hit, an armored SUV crushed the door inward. Headlights poured through the gap, lighting up the swirling dust. The SUV rolled over twisted metal and burst in. Dante jumped out. Behind him, a dozen brothers and bodyguards filed in. Leather shoes crunched over broken glass in perfect rhythm.
Don't be scared. I'm here.
The team splits up. The wounded are carried out. 4 guards surround me. The gang leader's face is pale as ash. Dante, Tommy, and that boss need to pay. But those 3 kids in the corner, hired to move stock. No tattoos, not gang.
Got it.
I stepped out. Night air hit me, washing away the cheap alcohol and sweat. 2 military black helicopters hovered overhead. Searchlights flooded the block like daylight.
I'm fine.
The car pulled away. I looked back. Over 100 men had the building surrounded. Dante stood at the entrance, lighting a cigarette. Flame flared between his fingers. Back home, the maid tended my scrapes. Grandpa stayed in his studio, sent word through the butler.
Bath, sleep. Tomorrow, nothing happened.
Next morning, I came downstairs. Local news was playing. A South LA underground bar raided by federal agents. Multiple gang members indicted for kidnapping and assault.
Bar owner handed over everything. Enough evidence to put them away for 3 lifetimes. Tommy confessed his lead. No plea deal.
Those kids moving for 8?
They're all fine. Don't worry.
I said nothing. Put the steak in my mouth. Chewed, swallowed. Sunlight flooded the dining room, laying on Dante's shoulder. His suit cuff still had a faint smudge of dust, probably from last night. Dante, no more of this. He sat across from me, slowly put down his coffee cup, didn't answer. That silence was worse than yelling, because I knew what he wanted to say. Why didn't you answer your phone? Why did you go to that hotel? Why did you let Evan go in alone?
Don't look at me like that. I know I screwed up. I was stupid. I deserved it. I shouldn't have hung around people like that just to piss you off.
Shit.
I wiped at them.
Don't cry. I'm right here.
Evan almost died because of me.
Arya, look at me.
I shake my head. It was
your what? You're 16. What's wrong with having a crush? The only thing wrong was that trash taking you somewhere like that.
The butler brought hot chocolate. Dante lifted it to my lips. I took a sip, codgingly sweet, the way they'd always spoiled me.
Still angry? Still blaming yourself? Listen, Arya, you don't have to be perfect. You mess up, we clean it up. You cause trouble, we smooth it over. You cry, we comfort you. That's why we exist. Got it?
Then you can't just let me have my way with everything.
Not let you have your way? Go ask those 3 carrier fleets outside.
Dante! I heard Arya crying. Did you yell at her? I'm coming down on crutches to fight you!
Get back in bed.
Then he looked down at me, unable to hide his smile, his eyes full of tenderness. I held that cup of hot chocolate. Finally, I laughed too, tears still on my lashes. Eyes still swollen, sat up. Brothers already surrounded me. Someone warmed milk. Someone peeled an apple. Someone placed a warm towel in my hand.
Don't frown. This is what brothers are for, to take the hits for you.
My nose stung. Flashback to him bleeding, shielding me.
Too big. Heiress knows.
The air went dead silent. The brothers who had been laughing just moments ago all drew in sharp breaths. It was the first time I've seen that look on their faces. Even Dante, who feared nothing, looked complicated. Confused, I turned on the TV. A breaking news alert flashed across the screen, bright red letters filling the display. The Pentagon, jointly with the White House, had signed a special strategic directive, codename Cleaner. The anchor's voice trembled as they reported that, from today, every state government must fully cooperate with the military to eliminate all illegal motorcycle gangs and violent street organizations within 1 month. Anyone who harbored them would be charged with treason.
Camera kept switching.
National Guard deployed in force. Armored vehicles cordoned off streets. Countless gang members were pinned down and arrested. One underground hideout after another was raided. The gangs that once ruled the streets vanished within hours, as if ripped out by the roots. I covered my mouth, staring blankly at the TV, unable to believe my eyes. Last night, I was almost dragged into hell by a punk. And today, the entire American underworld was purged. All because of me. I slowly turned to look at my brothers.
Compared to heiress, buying a few hotels and trash a few bars last night makes me like a law-abiding citizen.
The room fell into an eerie silence. Alexander just kept his head down, flipping through files. Said nothing. Only then did I truly understand how high heiress stood. I hugged the pillow tightly, and my eyes grew warm again.
Make Arya cry.
and your whole family gets buried with her.
Since I was a kid, Grandpa always said, "Make Arya cry, and your whole family gets buried with her." I used to think was just a harsh threat from an elder doting on a child. But now I finally understood. In the Romano family, that was never a joke. Moved and helpless, I buried my face in the pillow, smiling through tears. In the 2 years that followed, I stopped trying to run from this family. I learned to accept bodyguards and armoreds, and that being loved isn't weakness. Today is my 18th birthday, the day I chose to stop hiding. The estate blazed with light. Global alerts filled the halls. Art treasures lined the walls, chandeliers turning the mansion into daylight. I wore a diamond gown, crafted over 6 months by 10 designers, and walked slowly to the stage. For 2 years, I searched for an answer. Am I a Romano heiress, or just an ordinary girl? Today, I finally birthed the answer. I am both, and I am proud of that. I won't be ashamed of my roots, nor let my wealth erase the girl who fought to survive. From today, I hide nothing. Every version of me deserves respect. A beat of silence, then thunderous applause. I turned. My 20 brothers stood behind me, lined in 2 ring the brightest spot, for we climbed the gilded stairs together. Guests rose, applauding. Flashbulbs flooded the hall. At that moment, I no longer had to pretend. Later, I slipped out to the
A nouveau riche daughter dares to humiliate me?
I sidestepped. His palm grazed past my face, his own memento sending him stumbling. A dark figure shot in from the banquet hall. Before I could turn, a dull thud rang out. Dante kicked Prince Louis square in the chest. No mercy. The force sent him flying over the railing like a broken kite. He crashed into the garden fountain, water exploding everywhere. Louis thrashed, trying to get up, but kept slipping. His suit soaked, hair plastered to his face, not a shred of dignity left.
My little sister. You think you have the right to touch her?
Another brother steps onto the terrace, champagne in hand.
How's the water? Need another kick to rinse your brain?
No one laughed. No one defended Louis. Suddenly, the Duchess came screeching out. I expected her to rush to her son first, but she barely glanced at Louis. Instead, she the faded crown off her head and hurled it at my feet in front of all the guests.
Seize her! She stole our royal heirloom. Search her! The Romanos must pay half their assets, or I'll petition the UN to sanction you as thieves!
The banquet hall fell dead silent. I looked down at the crown at my feet and nearly laughed. I never thought a so-called duchess could stage such a clumsy frame-up in front of everyone. I bent down slowly, didn't touch it, just examined the center diamond, then looked up her. Your Grace, are you sure this is your royal heirloom?
Of course! This crown has been in our family for centuries!
I couldn't help but smile. What a coincidence. Last year at Sotheby's, my brother bought this diamond. He found it too low grade to keep, and gave it to our gardener as a toy. The entire ballroom falls silent, every guest straining to catch her words. So how did a glass marble for our gardener's birds become your centuries-old national treasure? Murmurs spread. Several guests laughed out loud.
Lies! You have no proof!
I stay perfectly still, calm and steady. Actually, I do. Let's bring in a forensic team right now. Check the diamond's origin, cut number, auction records, ownership history. My lawyers are ready. We can publish things to global media. If I stole it, I'll take full responsibility. But if you framed and slandered me, every guest here today will be my witness.
The grand doors burst open. A dozen heavily armed Interpol officers poured in, sealing every exit. The lively hall fell dead silent.
Ariel Melno, you are suspected of cross-border money laundering, market manipulation, illegal asset transfers, and multiple transnational crimes. Please cooperate.
I looked at the warrant and finally understood why the Duchess had been so confident.
See? The Romer built their wealth through dirty deals. Now someone finally has the guts to investigate them. No one is above the law.
Whispers spread. Many guests looked at me with complicated eyes. Two officers approached with handcuffs and evidence bags, ready to take me away. I was about to speak when all my brothers stepped forward in units. The tension peaked.
Senator, do not.
He tore it into 4 pieces, then 8, until it became a shower of paper scraps at the inspector's feet. The room was dead silent.
Senator, do you know what you're doing?
I know exactly what I'm doing. I know who filed this, who signed it, who approved it illegally, and who orchestrated it. Leave now, and this ends. Insist on proceeding, and I will request a full audit from Congressional Judicial Oversight Committee within 10 minutes. I guarantee the ones investigated will not be me, but everyone whose name is on this document.
The inspector's hand trembled visibly. He knew who stood before him. Alexander Romano never bluffed. An investigation from him meant every link in the approval court would be scrutinized. Once violations were confirmed, everyone responsible would be suspended. The inspector paused, then pulled out his phone and called headquarters. Every guest watches the inspector, not a single word spoken. He explained the situation quickly. As response came through, his face grew paler.
Abort the mission. All units withdraw.
The officers packed up and filed out.
Miss Romano, apologies for disturbing your ceremony.
The doors closed. The raid that had stormed in moments ago was over. The smile finally left the Duchess' face. She never expected Alexander to dismantle her plan in minutes. He's just a senator. Even if Interpol leaves today, you cannot change. She did not finish. At the far end of the hall, the golden elevator, symbol of the Romano family's supreme authority, let out a crisp chime. I looked up. At the same moment, all my brothers lowered their heads and stepped aside. Every Tycuman, bankers, and politicians stood as well. Without a word or command, everyone cleared a wide path. Then I heard a familiar sound approaching. A golden lion-headed cane struck the marble floor. Tap, tap, steady and powerful. Grandpa had finally arrived.
The day my granddaughter was born, I told everyone, make Arya cry and your whole family gets buried. It seems you took that as a joke.
The Romano family were nothing more than a group of nouveau riche built up through sheer wealth. People like Arya Romano would never have the privilege to set foot within the royal gates, even if they begged me on their knees.
Grandpa didn't even bother to argue. His gaze passed over the Duchess and landed on Dante. He said just 3 words.
Dante, 3 minutes.
The ballroom fell silent. Dante nodded, pulled out his satellite phone, and dialed a dedicated line.
Short the currency and bonds of the Duchy of Wilson. Seize their core assets. Buy the palace.
He hung up, pocketed the phone, and didn't even look at anyone. After a moment, the Duchess burst out laughing.
Destroy an entire country? Mr. Romano, the markets aren't your personal wayground.
Many guests joined in the laughter. Grandpa stayed calm in his chair. Chris swirled his glass lazily. Dante glanced down at his watch.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left.
The massive LED screen in the ball hall lit up on its own. A red emergency override cut in. The next second, the screen switched to an international financial trading center. The entire hall blazed with lights. Rows of trading desks lined up neatly. Dozens of traders in dark suits and heads heiress sat before 6 to 8 monitors each. Numbers and curves jumped endlessly, data refreshing faster than the eye could follow. At the center of the floor, a giant electronic screen as tall as a 2-story building slowly lit up. A world map spread across the entire wall, a single red dot locked precisely onto the Duke of Windsor. Then, a calm voice rang through the entire trading floor. Target confirmed. All capital pools ready. Fairx markets linked. Begin execution. The words barely faded when dozens of hands struck the keyboards at once. Clap poured down like a storm.
First round of shorts complete. Keep adding. Don't let them breathe.
Capital lines from New York and London surged into Windsor and instantly redrawed. Within seconds, the entire network turned blood red. At some point, the laughter in the ballroom had stopped. Everyone was staring at the big screen. No one said another word. Then, ding, a phone alert sounded in a corner of the hall. He glanced at his screen.
The exchange rate is crashing. No. The exchange rate is crashing. No. Someone is shorting all their assets at once.
Who mobilized this much capital?
We can't trace the source! Not one fund, not one bank. They never planned to leave Windsor any way out.
1 minute left.
Latest report, the currency of the Duchy of Windsor continues to plummet. International capital is fleeing in massive scale. Multiple international banks have suspended related operations.
Duchess, it's over! Our currency has depreciated by 90% in just 2 minutes! The palace has already gone up for auction!
3 minutes. Done.
I looked down at Louis. His face was ashen, cold sweat pouring down his forehead. All arrogance was gone. He looked at his mother, then at the row of silent, powerful figures around the hall. Finally, as if all his last support had been stripped away, with a heavy drop to both knees right in front of me.
So what if you destroy our economy? We still have the Royal Navy. We're a sovereign state. I'll sue you at the UN. I'll have Europe sanction the Romanos.
The Duchess staggered, gripping the table, pale but defiant. The entire banquet hall was dead silence. Everyone waited for Grandpa. He just shook his head, like hearing a child's joke.
Heiress.
But the moment the name fell, every light went dark. The next second, the entire wall-sized 8 screen over 20 to life in harsh red as screen. Everyone instinctively looked up. The screen slowly came to life. Ares sat in a command center. Behind him, walls were covered with real-time satellite maps. Dozens of electronic displays continuously refreshed Glow Military's uniform. He held a cup of coffee, his expression as calm as if handling an ordinary meeting. Ares looked up at the camera, his expression gentle.
Arya, happy coming of age.
Only then did he slowly shift his gaze to the Duchess. He put down his coffee and pressed a red button on the console. That wasn't news footage. It was a live satellite overhead view. Finally, I could see it clearly. 3 carrier strike groups surrounded the Duchy of Wilson from 3 sides. Every sea lane was sealed. No gaps. Real-time data updated in the corner. The hall fell silent. No one dared breathe. Another elderly voice trembled.
They've surrounded the entire country.
At that moment, Ares reappeared on screen.
You said you had a Royal Navy? Let them come out.
He raised his eyes toward the Duchess, who was now completely frozen.
Surrender within 3 minutes, or I'll level your palace.
Then his tone softened with a hint of indulgence.
Perfect. I'll give my little sister a fireworks show.
The banquet hall was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The Duchess's lips trembled, all strength drained. The next second, thud.
No, please don't bomb the palace!
Beside her, Prince Louis was utterly broken. Blood trickled down his forehead. He didn't feel it. Voice hoarse from sobbing.
Miss Arya, please. I was wrong. Spare the Ducknake of Wilter.
Dante stood behind me. The ballroom was dead quiet. He did nothing, but everyone knew. One nod from me, and the royal mother and son wouldn't leave alive. I walked to the Duchess. Her auntiness was gone. She knelt trembling, tears mixing with ruined makeup. You came to force half our shares and humiliate us with your noble blood. Everything that happened is your own choice.
Miss Arya, we were wrong. Please spare us. We'll never come back.
Did I say you could speak?
I'm not going to kill you.
Death is too easy for you. Compile all the footage, their extortion, threats, slander, and begging. Buy the front pages of global media and every Times Square screen. Let the world see what their royal house is proud of.
Got it. Half an hour max. Their faces will be on every phone and TV.
Compile all evidence of their corruption, money laundering, tax evasion, and illegal transactions. Submit it to international judicial authorities and send it to media worldwide. I don't want revenge. I want them tried by law, charge by charge.
Already sent. Full evidence chain. They can't deny a thing.
Within a minute, phones across the halls started ringing.
International judicial authorities confirmed Recefit. They're opening an investigation.
Their finance department just announced royal assets are frozen.
You always thought you were noble. Since you're so noble, bear the responsibility. Starting today, you face public investigation and public trial. Every shameful secret will come to light.
Arya, please. Please.
No one negotiates with me now. I snapped my fingers. 2 bodyguards stepped forward, placing a cheap maid's uniform and a waiter's coat before them. This is my final gift to you. The Duchess stared at the cheap uniform, frozen. Tonight is my coming-of-age ceremony. Since you were invited as guests, fulfill your final duty. Put this on. Serve every guest. Pour drinks, clear plates, until the banquet ends.
I am a prince.
Refuse, and I'll consider you giving up the chance I offered. The rest goes to lawyers and courts. Louis trembled. He dared not speak. The Duchess' hands shook, but she picked up the maid's uniform and changed into it before everyone. No one in the hall pleaded for them.
Louis walked through the hall, head down, carefully carrying a tray. He had never done this before. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. A guest deliberately slammed an empty glass onto the tray. Wine splashed everywhere.
Sorry, I'll clean it up.
Hurry up.
Yes, sir.
The Dutch pushed a cart through the crowd, stumbling in heels. A plate slipped from her hands and shattered across the floor.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Everyone's eyes turned to her at once.
You still haven't learned how to serve.
I'll pay for everything. Just spare us.
I didn't answer her, but looked over at Alexander.
According to the rules you just agreed to, 1 broken plate, double the penalty.
No, please!
Just then, everyone's phones buzzed at once.
The international judicial body has officially filed the case! All royal overseas assets are frozen.
Their government revoked Louis's succession rights.
The royal family's website is down.
News kept coming, each piece crushing the mother and son further.
Louis stood frozen. The tray clattered to the floor. He dropped to his knees, all dignity gone.
Continue.
Yes, Miss Arya.
The Duchess knelt on the red carpet, wiping wine stains.
Louis, in an oversized waiter's uniform, bowed and apologized to everyone mocking him.
Nice work, Your Highness. Don't starve on Romano land.
I said nothing. Their end was their own choice, not my doing.
I stood before the 9-tier cake. Behind me, Grandpa and my 20 brothers. Men who could reshape nations, yet they stood quietly behind me, watching.
Grandpa raised his glass, but instead of speaking, he smiled and handed me the mic. The message was clear. This decision was mine.
Tonight, my family has something to tell the world. I am Arya Romano. For 2 years, I tried to be ordinary, but I was never meant to be.
I turned to my brothers. Some had left meetings to come to me. Some had deployed troops to protect me.
Some had taken bullets for me.
Some had told me over and over, brothers exist so you never have to fear. What sets me apart isn't our wealth. It's that wherever I am, they will always come. So today, I stop running. I accept this family, my name being their charge, and I choose to be theirs in return. The moment I finished, all 20 brothers knelt. Even Heiress, on a distant base, raised a slow reroute on the giant screen, his gaze solemn as a sacred oath.
From today, you lead the Romanos, and we will always stand with you.
The hall fell silent. For the first time, I felt that this trust outweighed any power. My eyes burned, but I held back tears. From now on, I was no longer just their little sister. I was the heir of the Romano family.
Let the world hear. If anyone makes my granddaughter suffer.
At once, all my brothers stood. Dante drew his gun. Alexander unvovered sanctions. Evan opened his laptop. On screen, Heiress put the fleet on combat alert, each showing their power.
Just as they were about to speak, I stepped forward and took over.
They will come, but before they do, I'll get there first.